There's an interesting data point showing that only about 44% of Gen Z feel mentally healthy, while for baby boomers, it's around 71%. This shows something really clear. Gen Z's mental confidence is way lower than we think. But what if I told you that something as small as how you hold your phone every day can also make you feel more insecure? Would you believe that? This isn't something I made up. It's taken from insights shared in podcasts by Mel Robbins and Vanessa Van Edwards. And today, Paw will give you 6 super simple methods based on Mel Robbins, stuff you can do almost immediately to increase confidence, not by trying to think positive, but by directly changing your behavior and the psychology behind it. The problem with low confidence isn't your thoughts first, it's your behavior. You'll usually see it in body language like this: shoulders pulled in, head down, arms closed like you're protecting yourself. Their communication is often on autopilot, asking just to ask, answering just to finish, not really present. They avoid the spotlight, avoid interaction, and sometimes have to fake it to look okay. In psychology, these signals are called a defensive state. And the dangerous part is, your body doesn't just show this state, it also reinforces it. When your body closes up, your brain reads that as danger. It starts raising cortisol, lowering oxygen, your voice gets weaker, your thinking gets less clear. And you fall into a negative feedback loop. You worry leads to you shrink, leads to you worry even more. The result? You speak shorter, you sound less convincing, people rate you lower in perceived confidence. It's harder to build deep connection, and you can even catch negativity from the environment, a phenomenon called fear contagion. Some research shows that just sitting near a negative environment can reduce your performance by up to 30%. One very important thing you need to understand: confidence is not a feeling, it's a behavior. You don't need to feel confident first and then act. You need to act first and then your brain follows. This is a strong principle in psychology called embodied cognition, meaning your body directly affects your thoughts and feelings. And confidence is basically a bio-behavior loop, body to brain to emotion to behavior. You can totally step in from the outside through posture, speech, and small actions. And now, here are 6 simple tricks, tiny things, but they directly change how your brain works. The first one is lowering your shoulders and straightening your neck. When you pull your neck in, lift your shoulders, and look down, your body is sending a defensive signal. Your brain reads that like context data. Closed posture equals danger, open posture equals safety. When you drop your shoulders, open your neck, and keep your head up, your brain stops reading the situation as a threat. Cortisol drops, your stress feels lower, and you start feeling more okay. This doesn't instantly make you more skilled, but it removes anxiety noise, so your real ability shows up more clearly. The second one is making your body bigger. Take up space. This is one of the strongest moves for introverts or people with social anxiety. Don't fold your arms, don't hug yourself. Open your arms, open your chest, stand/sit straight. When your body opens up, you feel more in control, you avoid less, you get more oxygen, and your voice gets stronger. More importantly, it helps you escape the loop of over-monitoring yourself, like, do I look weird? Did I say something dumb? When your posture opens, your attention goes outward instead of collapsing inward. The third one is visible hands. The rule is, your hands should be seen. In communication, hands are a very strong signal for intent and honesty. The brain is very sensitive to hands because hands are linked to action. When you hide your hands, people can't read you as well, and unconsciously, they feel you're less trustworthy. When your hands are visible and your gestures match your words, you come across as clearer, more honest, and more trustworthy. And the interesting part is it works both ways. When you use your hands clearly, your brain feels like you're handling things better. Nervous people often hide their hands, but the more they hide them, the less confident they feel. Visible hands helps break that loop. The fourth one is a power gesture, steeple. This is when you touch your fingertips together to form a triangle shape. Slow and symmetrical gestures are read by the social brain as calm, controlled, and not defensive. When you use the steeple gesture, it becomes a behavioral anchor that stabilizes your body, reduces extra nervous movements, and creates an inner feeling that you're in control. It's especially useful when you're in a meeting, pitching, or answering a tough question, times when you don't need energy, you need stability. The fifth one is up and out when using your phone. Phones pull you into looking down, shoulders closed, eyes down, attention collapsed inward. That's a withdrawal pattern. If you repeat it many times, especially before an important moment, it creates something called state-dependent priming. Your body goes defensive, your brain goes tense, and you walk into the interaction already low. When you hold your phone at eye level, you keep a neutral or strong posture, avoid triggering a defensive state, and you don't prime yourself into a weak position before you even start. And the last one is priming with words, self-labeling. In psychology, priming is when a small signal, like a word, can guide your behavior. For example, if you call a work block power hour, focus sprint, or winning session, your brain stops seeing it as a normal task and starts seeing it as a role, an action state. People with low confidence often use language that weakens themselves. Ugh, another meeting. I probably can't do this. So what's the deepest common point behind all 6 tricks? They all step into the feedback loop between your body and your brain. They shift you from passive to active. And they don't just change you, they change how other people respond to you. They're not mind tricks. They're tools that affect your physiology, your thinking, and your social signals at the same time. You change how you stand, how you speak, how you label things, and the whole system starts changing with it. So what about you? What else makes you feel more confident instantly? Tell Paw in the comments. If you like videos like this, leave a like and subscribe so Paw knows you're still here. Paw signing out. Stay sharp, stay weird.